I've been on a lot of islands weeks. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, we're going to go back. I'm going to get all this lined up so we can see how we all did. On the 28th, that's for BV, that's a Friday again.
Yeah.
Why is it the 28th only a Friday for
There's
Bill?
got to be some good bowls
BV
come up here
knows
pretty
the days
soon.
of the week. Like,
We got to start getting some teams we know.
all right,
Eventually.
so the 28th at 1:30 on ESPN, we got Franklin American Mortgage Motor City Music Bowl. Say that 5 times fast. We have the Ohio State Juggernaut Destroyer in Purdue versus Auburn at 1:30 from Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Is where the Titans play.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Franklin American Mortgage Motor City Bowl, Purdue Auburn. Who you got, Steve?
Fun fact: Purdue sucks except when they play Ohio State. Because they flashed the record. Urban Meyer, the only team he struggles against is all Purdue.
For some reason,
Purdue and Iowa, yeah. The two teams you would think the most.
Ohio State's not in this game, so who are they playing? Purdue.
Purdue Steve doesn't even know you're talking
Auburn.
about. Purdue Auburn. I
I'm
believe that what's his nuts from is playing for his job in Auburn. If I'm not
No, he's
mistaken.
not. No.
They're saying he's gonna go.
Dude, they're not going to cut him a $40 million check. He'll be around.
I like Auburn in this one. I'm going to stay the Auburn Tigers.
Wiggs is gonna pick Purdue. Just
No,
to
I'm
bust up his
not. I'm
team.
not.
Justify their
If
loss.
Purdue was playing anybody else but Auburn, I might pick
Okay.
screw
Who you
Purdue.
got? Steve's locked in at Auburn. Who you got, Wiggs?
Screw Purdue. They can second deck. I'm going to go with Auburn.
Auburn. Oh man.
Even though the Auburn's garbage too.
Second
but
deck.
BV, who you got? Purdue Auburn in the Franklin American Mortgage Motor City Bowl.
Want some hot black coffee?
Is for not showing up at bowl games
we
that
on a
aren't.
submarine?
And
BV's underwater. Who you got?
I think. I think Auburn doesn't show up for this game, and I'm actually taking Purdue to win.
Wow. I want Auburn. I think BV's great.
He fills on his island.
BV, you enjoy that island. The Boilermaker's tongue, except against Ohio State. You are incorrect, sir. All right, so we're still in Camping World. They're hosting 2 bowl games at Camping World Stadium. This is the Camping World Bowl.
Wait, the same day?
No, that was way back on like the 15th or something like that, wasn't it?
They're getting a lot of use out of this stadium.
Dude, big time. So the Camping World Bowl, West Virginia versus Syracuse, 5:15 on ESPN. That same Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Camping World Bowl, West Virginia, Syracuse. Steve, who you got?
I like West Virginia. That's a pretty good quarterback, so West Virginia.
yeah, Syracuse is one of those teams that played good, and I thought they had hope to beat Notre Dame. Then Notre Dame put them in a body bag. I'll take Will Greer in West Virginia.
Okay, it's 2 for West Virginia. BV, who you got?
From the submarine.
I would love. I mean, the sentimental pick for me would be Syracuse because I am a fan of theirs, but I think their quarterback's still out.
Yeah.
And so I kind of have to take West Virginia in this.
And that's a clean sweep for West Virginia. I'm not going on the Qs. QB1 got hurt, and they were garbage.
Have you seen West Virginia's coach, though? And the mullet
the weird...
The balding mullet?
He looks like kind of Phil Collins in a
he
weird
looks
level.
like a child molester.
So
big
that's
time.
a clean sweep. We all think West Virginia's going to take that Camping World Bowl.
Camping World.
Now, we're on to the Valero Alamo Bowl. We're still on the 28th.
Well, we're getting the bowls we recognize now.
We're getting close. So we're on the
I've heard of this
28th at 9 o'clock on ESPN.
This is a Michigan State staple usually.
Yeah. No Michigan State. We got some state teams, though. Iowa State versus Washington State, 9 o'clock, ESPN, Alamo Dome, San Antonio, Texas. Valero Alamo Bowl. Iowa State, Washington State. Steve, who you got?
If Bob was an insane football coach, he'd be the coach of Washington State.
He does look like him a little bit.
Yeah, he's got a little Maxwell.
He's got a
in
little
him.
Maxwell. He's got
He's
a hint
like
of Maxwell.
Bob's crazy uncle that's a football coach. I'm going with Bob's crazy uncle in Washington State.
All right.
Doing it for Drew Bledsoe.
Mike Leach is awesome.
Yeah, that's what he's telling you.
And first off, Bob was a head coach. He'd be Doug Marrone for Jacksonville, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going with Mike Leach and the mustache quarterback because that guy's awesome. His pressers are fantastic. He's a babbling just idiot. I love him. I'll go with the Cougars.
All right. Lock
What
wigs.
the hell is that noise?
It's BB enjoying another
Quarter pounder box.
BB, who you got? Valero Alamo Bowl, Iowa State, Washington State. We got 2 Washington States here. Who you got?
I think if Iowa State were in a different conference, like for example, if they were in the Big Ten West, they'd probably be playing for the Big. They probably would have lost to Ohio State last night instead of Northwestern. I think Iowa State wins this game against Washington State.
Wow. I'm going with Washington State with the rest of the room here. BV pulled some Iowa State factoids out. You're wrong. Washington State lost to a squeaker. I want Washington State. BV on an island with Iowa State in the Valero.
But the real
Alamo
question
Bowl.
is, what were you doing, Bill, with the weird noises?
Was that a Diet Coke, BV? Tell the rest of the room. He's left. All right, so now we're moving on. We're in the December 29th. We got some ranked teams coming up.
Oh, finally.
Now we're at noon Eastern, ESPN, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Oh, Dad's watching this one.
Noon Eastern on the 29th. Number 10, Florida versus number 7, Michigan from the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, another stadium hosting a lot of bowl games. Who you got, Steve? Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, number 10, Florida, number 7, Michigan.
All right, is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in Ann Arbor?
Looking at it, no, Atlanta.
I'll take the Gators.
Because Michigan doesn't play on the road.
That's right.
Wiggs,
Well,
who you got, Captain Big Ten?
I'm going to say half of Michigan's defense probably won't play because it'd be like focusing on the pros.
Oh, wow.
Jim Harbaugh will have his Halloween costume on, dressed up as Bo Schembechler like he does every week. I will take the Gators. Screw Michigan.
That's 2 for Florida in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. BV, who you got? Number 10, Florida, number 7, Michigan.
You know, Michigan ends up in these kind of games a lot where, like, the number 2, 3, 4 Big Ten team versus SEC team, they tend to own these games. So, much as I hate to say it, I think I'm picking Michigan in this
What
game.
did they do last year? Didn't they choke it away to South Carolina in one of them?
Yeah, they did.
I don't remember.
And they got blown up by Florida State the year prior.
Yeah.
And-
So BV
That was not an S. That was not
no,
the
no, it
SEC.
was. I'm just talking games in general.
is going to be on a definite island because I will not take the Big Ten. Because I hate the Big Ten.
You're going to take one Big Ten team?
No, I will not.
I got PJ and the Wisconsin
He's on
Badgers.
rowing the boat. I want Florida. Screw the Big Ten. Give me
Ooh,
Florida in
man.
the Chick-fil-A
Such
Peach
Big
Bowl.
Ten hate.
Now, on the 29th, we're still at noon Eastern. We got Steve's favorite bowl. He was asking for it earlier. The Belk Bowl.
Yes.
South Carolina versus Virginia, noon Eastern on the 29th from Charlotte, North Carolina at the Bank of America Stadium. Who you got, Steve? Belk
Virginia
Bowl?
or Virginia Tech?
Virginia.
Yeah.
So, South Carolina's playing in in Charlotte, Carolina, in a bowl.
Yes.
I'm going to go South Carolina.
Steve's going in with them Gamecocks. Wiggs, who you got?
I'm going to take the Cox as well. I'm going to take Will
we knew
Muschamp
that
in
about
South
you.
Carolina.
You
That's
take a
right.
cock.
Hey.
Pass those cocks around.
Yes. That's 2 for South Carolina. BB, who you got in the Belk Bowl? South Carolina, Virginia.
I'm going with the Cox as well.
That's
that.
3
Although,
for
although
Cox.
Virginia also is a neighboring state of North Carolina, so I don't know that being in South Carolina or being from South Carolina playing North Carolina gives them any particular
It's totally
advantage.
different.
Steve never claimed to know anything about geography.
Wow, look at that.
What do you got, BB? Belk Bowl, South Carolina.
I'm taking South Carolina.
And that's going to be a clean sweep for the Gamecocks. I'm going to take Cock with Wigs.
We're all taking cocks.
Give me
like
that
Cock
Belk
over
Bowl.
here.
Give me that South
And we
Carolina.
all take Cox.
Yeah.
Say 10,000 people. 10,000 people are at that bowl game.
Nice. 10,000 people attend that game. Steve wants tickets if you can get a hold of them. The 29th at 1:15 on CBS
What's with these
SN.
15s?
They're weird starts, man.
Everything's got to
All
start
right.
a quarter after, all right?
December 29th, we got the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl.
What? Nova, like the car?
Arkansas State versus Nevada, 1:15 CBS SN. Arizona Stadium, Tucson, Arizona. Who you got, Steve, in the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl?
Arkansas State versus Nevada?
Nevada.
Is Kaepernick playing for Nevada?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know if he's eligible.
I'll take Arkansas State, then.
Arkansas State for Steve. Who you got, BB? Or Wiggs? Who you got?
I'm going to take Nevada. I don't know.
Kaepernick's not playing, I was just told.
That's okay.
He has this on good authority. So that's-
They won't take him
we
back
got a
either.
1-1. We're split here in the studio so far. BB, who you got in the Nova Home Loans Arizona Bowl?
I'm taking Nevada, and I'm also taking an E for this game.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wait.
You
The
can't talk
question is,
about
could
that.
you get back up? Because I have a hard time getting out of
Also,
these
your
days.
stepdad will no longer talk to you.
Yeah, you're disowned.
Yes.
He wasn't going to anyway. It's all right.
So Steve's on an island with Arkansas State. I
man.
want Nevada as well in the Nova Home
There's
Loan
only two
Bowl.
things they know how to do in Arkansas, and that's barbecue and football.
Okay.
They don't know how to do football in
I thought you were
Arkansas.
gonna
Have
say-
you
I
watched
didn't
Arkansas
say
play?
college football.
Okay.
Since when is Arkansas like a barbecue
Yeah.
hotbed?
No, I just made that up.
All right. So we're still on the 29th.
We're trying to drum interest in some of these games.
29th, we have the two semifinals. We already went through them. Me and Steve are homers. You know what I mean? And then we're going to keep it moving. Those games are at 4 o'clock and at 8 o'clock on ESPN. One's in Arlington at A&T. One's at Hard Rock. That seems to be where they like to play those lately. So now.